Alaska, the last frontier. Welcome to Alaska. At the very top of North America lies the cold, wild land, Alaska. Alaska is the west of Canada. It sits on the Arctic Circle between the Pacific and the Arctic Oceans. The climate there is stormy and cold. But Alaska has beautiful scenery, amazing wildlife, and great natural resources. Because it has such huge empty spaces, some people call Alaska the lost frontier. Alaska has an exciting history and a bright future. This book will tell you all about Americans' lost frontier. Alaska's land. Alaska is enormous, covering over 1.7 million square kilometers, about 660,000 square miles. The coastline of Alaska is longer than the coastline of the rest of the United States put together. Alaska is almost as large as the entire country of Mexico. Because it is so big, Alaska includes many different landscapes. Southeast Alaska lies along the Pacific Ocean next to Canada. It has weather similar to the Vancouver, British Columbia, or Seattle, Washington, with a great deal of rain and a relatively warm winter. South Central Alaska also lies along the Pacific coast. It includes Alaska's largest city, Anchorage. Most of the land in Alaska is in what many Alaskans call the interior. The interior is the climate is freezing cold, and it can also be quite dry. Very few people live in this part of the state. Alaska is famous for its snowy mountains, giant forests, crystal clear lakes, and a beautiful coastline. This wildland is home to grizzly bear, moose, polar bear, wolves, bald eagles, and caribou, whale seals, sea lions, sea otters, and fish live in its waters. Many animals live in Alaska have a thick fur or blubber to keep warm. Alaska's history. Native Americans first came to Alaska 10,000 years ago. Many Native Americans fished and hunted sea mammals such as seals. They used kayaks to travel along the coast, the dog sleds to move on land. They made warm clothes for caribou fur and waterproof boots from seal skin. Because Alaska is so far north and so cold, Europeans did not come to there until 1741. Russian fur traders were among the first Europeans to come to Alaska. Alaska even belonged to Russia for a while. By the 1800s, American fur traders were also coming into Alaska from the south. In 1867, the United States bought Alaska from Russia. Many Americans thought Alaska was worthless until sudden discovery. In 1896, gold was found in Canada's nearby Yukon Territory. Miners from all over the world came through Alaska, hoping to get rich. Alaska finally became a U.S. state on January 3, 1959. Children were invited to create its state flag. 7th grader John Benson created the winning design. On March 27, 1964, a giant earthquake shook Alaska, destroying parts of the Anchorage. The Good Friday earthquake killed 131 people. It is still one of the most powerful earthquakes ever measured. In 1968, oil was discovered on Alaska's northern coast. Oil has completely changed Alaska's economy. It is the biggest business in Alaska today. Alaska today. Although Alaska has the largest area of any U.S. state, it has almost the smallest population. In 2009, the population of Alaska was about 698,000 people, which is only about the population of Fort Worth, Texas. Most of Alaska people live in the cities. Anchorage, the largest city, has the state's largest port. Alaska's capital is Juneau, but there are no roads going to this city. You can get there only by sea or by air. The economy of Alaska is based on natural resources. Oil is the biggest business in Alaska. The Trans-Alaska Pipeline is a giant oil pipe that stretches across the entire state from north to south. It carries oil from wells to the northern coast to a port of the Pacific coast. From there, ships carry the oil to the rest of the United States. Fishing is also very important in Alaska. Alaskan boats catch cod, salmon, crab, and other delicacies. Today, Alaskans are proud of being tough and different. Many Alaskans enjoy outdoor sports such as hunting, fishing, and riding snowmobiles. Alaskans have a great spirit of individualism in their politics and in their daily lives. Alaska's beauty. The beauty of Alaska touches every part of the life. During the darkest days of winter, the sky above Alaska sometimes fills with light. The aurora borealis, or northern lights, shine when tiny particles from the sun get pulled toward Earth by the planet's magnetic field. One of the fastest growing parts of the Alaskan economy is tourism. People from all over the world come to see Alaska's beautiful landscapes and amazing wildlife. Each year, thousands of tourists come to Alaska. They go on the curious ships to see icebergs and whales. They ride snowmobiles to see snow-covered mountains. They hike through the national parks hoping to see grizzly bears or moose. The beauty of Alaska is one of the state's greatest natural resources, but not everyone agrees about how to preserve this beauty. Alaskans make most of their living from oil. Some people say that drilling and shipping oil hurt the state's wildlife and natural beauty. Many people want to set aside huge areas of Alaska that cannot be drilled or oil to change by human in any way. But other people say this is a waste of the resources. Climate change may also hurt Alaska's beauty. If the climate warms up, Alaska's glaciers will likely melt. The polar bears will have a more difficult time finding food. However, people in this cold and often enjoy warmer winters, and the ice-filled Arctic Ocean may soon be open to shipping and fishing. Alaska's future will definitely be like its history, full of adventure and excitement. The state's huge size, small population, amazing beauty, and a cold climate will continue to keep it America's last frontier.